So I'm guilty. I am guilty of not professing what I should have been professing since my first day on this social network setup. Professing how important the foundation is, building a foundation, basic gym moves. It's so much fancy stuff going on out there that people get caught up on the best this or best that, but they never truly forge a true foundation for basic movements to grow their body. Um, so I'm gonna put you guys through a series of workouts. Today's gonna be chest to show y'all how you should best set up the fundamentals to growth. This is my favorite classic workout. It's called Big Five. I'm gonna go through 5 different foundational chest movements that everyone should be putting into their workout. By the way, I'm mixing in some BCAAs with my pre-workout only because I like to make sure I have some aminos in my blood system while I'm working out, just because it might help me from accidentally slipping into a catabolic state while I'm lifting weights. It is spring and summer coming up, so I am in a caloric deficit, and I don't want to run the risk of losing muscle mass in the meantime. Let's get to it, gang. Chest day, Big Five, underweight. So, the opener to Big Five, incline barbell chest press. The whole goal here is to make sure we're emphasizing the upper half of the chest. No, you cannot isolate just the upper chest. The whole chest is at work, but more emphasis is on the upper half of it. Extremely important to make sure that chest has depth to it. Across the collarbone, but down through here, where we're a lot shallow at, can thicken, making the whole chest seem that much deeper. Attention to detail, your hands as well. Check this out. On this Olympic style bar, you'll have a center portion here. What I'm gonna do is put my thumb right here where the diamond grate begins, extend my hand out as far as possible, and then grasp. On both sides, so I know it's gonna be symmetrical. Now grasp. Now it's even. It's not gonna be too much tricep involved here. We all can't go full range because of our shoulder ranges of motions are sometimes limited, but as low as you can go is important. From there, as you exert up, you're not gonna go to full extension. Reason being is, at the very bottom half, there's a good chest press, but towards the upper last 25% of the motion, it's a lot more tricep involved. So we can avoid that top half of it. Let's go for it. So the opening motion was incline barbell. Now we're gonna go into flat barbell. I'm gonna open up heavier than the incline did because the chest is already in motion. All the supportive and connective tendons and tissue are ready to go. So we'll start here and progress ourselves forward. If you can't progress forward, perfectly fine. Still shoot for that rep range of 12 to 15. If you fall short at 10, perfectly fine. But ideally here, for the goal of this chest growing in its size, shoot for that 12 to 15 rep range. Here we go. Whew. Let's take about 45 to a minute rest in between these sets. I'm feeling good here, so I'm gonna progress on to 275 for this next set. Still shooting for that 12 to 15 rep range. Your feet can actually be elevated or on the ground, whatever feels best to you. Also, take note to the fact that as an actual bodybuilder, we're not trying to move as much weight as possible. With that being said, you're not gonna catch us posturing ourselves in a powerlifting position because again, we're after the aesthetics of building the chest, not just the actual strength of the chest. So I'm slamming an easy 16, 20 ounces. This is an 18-ounce bottle of water with every 4 sets throughout this workout, making sure I stay hydrated the whole time. This flat chest press here, I'm actually involving more, equally I should say, upper half of the chest as well as the lower portions of the chest with this pressing action. So definitely something you want to keep in place. It's my second motion. From here, we're rolling to dumbbells. I'm out of breath, man. Keeping in step with chest day, big 5, we're going into the incline position now with the dumbbells. Again, much like the barbell was, the emphasis here is going to be shifted more so towards the upper half of your chest. But this time here, it's going to feel a lot more comfortable probably because you can adjust your elbows down some versus the fixated upper position that barbell put you in. So you might appreciate this position a lot more. So you guys know I'm a big proponent for quality bottled water, but these refillable stations really do work. So this definitely gets me through the workout. I can't walk around with 15 of my B1 disposable waters, but this works in the meantime. Let's get to that next chest press motion, flat dumbbell. So this is actually the fun part of the workout. The pump has kicked in, your vascularity is like surging. Maybe look at that, surging, look at that. Vascularity is surging, the pump is going along real well. But back to the job, the task at hand. We're in the flat dumbbell position now. The full chest is going to be in motion here like it was on the flat barbell over there. But again, I get to adjust my elbows some, so it's much more comfortable on my shoulders. Let's get to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. What you guys just saw is on those last few reps, I was going to a full lockout position because I was getting tired. And that lockout position shifts that emphasis towards my triceps for a moment, giving my chest a quick little breather. So I was intentionally going to the very top as my chest was starting to fatigue. So commonplace mistake that happens on chest day is on your cable fly. What's happening is you're getting way too wide, trying to get tons of range of motion out of that chest, which is a good idea, but the problem is you're getting way too much stress on that front deltoid. So we're not gonna start as wide as absolute possible. In fact, check this out. Right here, where the chest is, the pec muscle is actually underlying, I should say, to the upper delt portion here. So in trying to get as much range as I can out of this chest, I can put too much stress on that deltoid. So it's a juicy pump actually. Whew, it's a juicy pump. Anyways, so we don't want to get too wide because you're going to overstress that front deltoid. We're going to finish off big 5 chest day with cable fly. So if you look closely here, as you look closer, you'll even see the front deltoid engaging regardless as I close in with that pec. If I go too much further than that, I'm gonna start stressing the heck out of that deltoid, the front one. So let's not get too wide. The whole idea here is to close in into a most muscular pose. Squeeze and contracting that pec as much as you can. Again, I'm shooting between 12 and 15 reps here. So day 1, chest day, the fundamental basics are covered. What I call big 5. Incline barbell, flat barbell, incline dumbbell, flat dumbbell, and close it off with strong cable flies. You guys stick to this for at least the rest of your life. You may interchange other exercises, that's cool, but remember, these fundamental basics got so many of us to where we are. BigRonJones with real world advice for your real world goals.